A one-game advantage in the series. They want nothing more than to deliver the big win to a very deserving crowd.
We're really in excellent position here to close this thing out tonight. A 3-1 series lead at home, and these fans are definitely pumped up. This is where they expected to be, and they've put themselves in a position. Let's see if they can finish the deal.
I think they probably can. I mean, they did what they needed to do to get back home with a chance to close it out in front of their fans. But even if they can't do it, they'll have to go back on the road for Game 6, and this series takes on a whole new look then.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Terrence Ross is out there with Griffin. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
2 shots, gentlemen.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls for him. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Inside, here's Chandler. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he can't hit the second. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Saturday was a great victory for them.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Curry passes to Green. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Blake Griffin, first personal foul, 2 seconds. At the line for the Warriors, Draymond Green.
On defense, the Warriors. 4-point game. Chandler with a screen for Redick. Now the pass to Griffin. Takes it off the glass. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Curry kicks to Ezeli. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
No good from Ross.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Green kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Shot is off. Paul with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From about 19 feet, and he hits the jumper for 2. Paul's got his first points of the night. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. The feed to Ezeli. Dishes it to Curry. Drops in the tray.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Clippers trail by 3. All up top. He's covered by Thompson. And the basket good. Chandler's got 5.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Passes it to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Paul with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. The drive by Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Green inside the three-point line. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
That's a 2 from Paul. That misses off the backboard.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Thompson misses.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
No good from Ross. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Curry against Paul. Green with a screen on Paul. Curry dishes to Green. Here's Ezeli. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Paul passes to Griffin. Kicks it to Redick. Shot clock at 6. And shot on the way. The shot is off. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 3. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Redick. Paul kicks to Chandler. Back to Paul. Pass to Ross. Shot clock at 5. And it's Paul penetrating. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Rush comes in for Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Roten following the basket by Draymond Green. Ross in the corner. Wide open. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Looney. He kicks to Clark. The pass to Looney. On the wing, Iguodala. Clark dishes to Green. The tray. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Ross, that's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Clark. He's covered by Roten. Now the dish to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 10 points.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And a chance to hear now from Clippers head coach Doc Rivers as he talked about the rivalry between these two teams.
There shouldn't be any love lost, you know.
Doc Rivers bringing the old school attitude to the playoffs and bringing it with relish.
Yes, he is. He's still mixing it up, isn't he, Kevin? Just in a different way now, but that competitive spirit and nature fully on display. He's instilled that big boy pants are necessary if you're going to play for the Clippers and compete for a championship. Don't back up.
Back here at the Western Conference Finals as we get things started once more. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
And just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
So for the Clippers right now, Terrence Ross is out there with Humphries. Then it's Gortat, then it's Mayo, and it's Roten in at point.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Mayo following the basket by Draymond Green. Here's Humphries. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Green. He's got 12. Rush gets the bucket.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Different look here for the Warriors. Mazzili's checked in for Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ian Clark. The Clippers also making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Humphries. Redick comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Paul in for Roten.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
That's good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. There's a screen by Gortat. Fires the 3. Paul's shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Curry against Paul. Curry gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Steph Curry 4th.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Now here's Paul. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Clippers trail by 4. Tipped away. Curry attacking. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the Clippers making a change here. Chandler's checked in. And Redick kicks to Chandler. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And that one's good. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Curry's shot is off. Clippers trail by 8, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 1st foul. Paul kicks to Chandler, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Chandler a screen. Knocks it loose. Here's Thompson. He's got 6. Curry's shot is good. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Now here's Redick looking for his first basket still in this one. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
And Curry, here we go. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Ross is checked in.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Three-pointer. A rebound by Ezeli. Ezeli's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's Curry with the drive. Nobody near Barnes. And the Warriors miss again. Clippers trail by 10. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Stops. Pops. No good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And Redick kicks to Chandler. Ball against Green. Paul passes to Griffin. The fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
It's Curry with the drive. And yes, sir, that one drops. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Chandler with a screen for Paul. He feeds it to Redick. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry kicks to Barnes. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Clippers trail by 16. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson against Paul. Chandler a screen. Griffin a screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Ball up top. He's covered by Thompson. Paul's shot is off. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team is struggling getting good looks?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while, but overall, our shots have been that bad. We got to get stops.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building, the backdrop for our presentation. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Golden State, They've had the upper hand in this series, and boy, did they look great out there tonight. Completely in control at the half, certainly looking to make it a 4-1 series. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.